so and taking the lives of the, you are saying 11, I don't know how the count goes up. I'm not sure, I have not received any message. How many people have died? Of course, 50 people have injured. I don't know exactly the number also. It might go up also. Let us see. And from this, Mr. D.K. Kumar has to apologize. He's in the stadium and he should apologize in front of the people for bad management of the event.
Sanjay, stay on with me. Sanjay Sai also on the telecast with me. Sanjay, what has happened is deplorable, it's unfortunate, but also, brings to people's attention the mismanagement and the complete callousness of the Bengaluru police in anticipating such a large crowd at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. How do you view this? Again, being a resident of Bengaluru, were there any guidelines, any advisories that had been issued in advance for people's safety?
Found it in a large number of places. So what has happened yesterday, that night we got the victory, and this morning I think they're already decided there will be huge celebrations underway, and they came and the team landed at HL airport and their celebrations at Vidhan Saudha, and finally they proceeded to Chinnaswamy Stadium. That there will be a huge crowd. So that was expected, and certainly given whatever has happened there, the management was not to that particular level. The advisories, as far as this area is concerned, where I live in HAL, so I'm not, because I'm not traveling that side, so I'm not aware of the advisories. But certainly there would have been traffic advisories. What is more important is that in and around Chinnaswamy Stadium, where the crowd is likely to gather, there has to be a very calibrated flow of people. If there is no calibrated flow of people, then as we have seen in variety of other places, I think we can talk of Hathras, we talk of Delhi, New Delhi railway station, then air display in Chennai, and variety of other places which have been talking on channels for the last 1 year. So similar situation seems to have arisen here, where the crowd went out of control, and once the stampede happens, it goes on, and that is how so many people have died, and people have been injured. So a very hard-coded approach to crowd management has still not evolved in this country, wherein you say this amount of crowd and this level of police force. Now, besides the police force being present there, generally what is happening that we have good amount of police force available, but whether they will be in a position to control that level of a surging crowd, I think that has never been thought about. So police force competent enough, one is to control the surging crowd based on a calculation and based on availability of large number of other resources, and also police force capable enough to react and respond if situation goes out of hand. I think that doesn't seem to have happened.
Do you think in hindsight the celebrations could have been a little delayed? Would have given more time for the traffic police, for the Bengaluru police to better manage the crowd, to have a plan in place at least of how they are going to manage the thousands and thousands of people who would most definitely have gathered like they did outside the stadium?
I personally believe that they would have a bandobast arrangement in place, however short the time. Now, two ways the crowds are handled. If it's an urgent situation, then we try to put in more resources, and because people know the area, they know the system, they know the movement. People have been knowing Chinnaswamy Stadium for times immemorial, so to say. So there are two ways of looking at things. So if there is little time, then you put more resources and you are able to do in a shorter period of time. And second, what you're talking about, that in hindsight, certainly it would have been better that we took more time and prepared in a better manner. So that certainly there is nothing to disagree on that.
Okay, stay on with me. There's more breaking news coming in. The RCB has announced the victory at the victory parade on its social media account at 5 p.m. Anand on the telecast with me. Anand, what's